Can I just get some more romance with so much. Welcome to our fall choral concert. My name is Anthony Rasmussen, the proud choir director here at Horace Mann High School, bringing to you the first of many concerts of this 2017-2018 school year. Moon Dance, made famous from Van Morrison, the 1970 hit that was arranged by Eric Van Cleve. Starting us off with a little jazz. Hopefully we get a little different repertoire, variety of repertoire for you tonight. We got multiple different genres, different styles. We got some a cappella for you, no piano, so just choir. We have a spiritual that we're going to end with. We got a flutist. We got a bunch of good stuff, American folk songs, all that stuff going forward. So you're in for a treat, and thank you for being here tonight. Our next two pieces, we feature Shenandoah, an American folk song, the John Purefoy arrangement, and then we move on to Sleep On, lyrics by Brendan Graham. Really cool piece about if you fall to rise up, and if you have a struggle to just keep going on. And really cool piece, and that features our very own Jenna Catania on flute. So thanks again for being here this evening. I'm giving you a nice little taste of things to come for the rest of the school year. In fact, if you look at the back of your program, it's a pretty good spot for on the fridge after tonight. It's got all the dates there for the remaining concerts. There is a hole in front of me. That's not an accident. We got our musical next weekend, Fiddler on the Roof. I saw our music parents president, Miss Dawn Neese, selling tickets out there beforehand. I think she'll also be there after the concert. If you want to beat the rush for November 3rd, 4th, and 5th and get them tonight, that'd be great. $8 for adults, $6 for students and seniors, and then all the other dates too going forward. A lot of these students are involved either in the cast or behind the scenes or in the pit or in the sound booth or doing the spotlight, all that good stuff. So be a lot of fun for that going forward. So we move on to Shenandoah and Sleep On.
Shenandoah. shining door, how God did see you. Away on the way, cross the line, to sleep, and I am here. I'll watch with you to keep. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep deep and sleep strong. Sleep on, sleep on. The road of life is long. I whisper a prayer. May your path be clear. Sleep on. May you delight in answers to your call. May you sit arise if ever you should fall. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep deep and sleep strong. Sleep on, sleep on. The road of life is long. I whisper a prayer. May your path be clear. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep on.
Our next two pieces, actually are a cappella pieces. They probably couldn't be more further apart as far as the style and the meaning and the variation of how the song's put together. We first start with Earth Song. I'll go back to that in a minute, but then we move to Made Famous from Fun, I think in 2012, arranged by Andy Beck, Some Nights. We're going to feature soloists Veronica Brunette, Cassandra Anderson, Jasmine Herr, Tony Gonzalez, and Amanda Schmidt. And we'll acknowledge and recognize those soloists at the end of the piece, so please hold your applause until the final note of that song is sung. And then Earth Song, Frank Ticelli writes great music, just like another famous choral composer, Eric Whitaker, when they feature a lot of notes close together. We call that dissonance. So you're going to hear a lot of dissonance at the start, throughout the piece, and it's a really cool effect. And Frank Ticelli actually, not only he wrote the music to this piece, he also wrote the text to the piece. So let me just read that quick to you. I forgot to grab it. Earth Song, sing, be, live, see. This dark, stormy hour, the wind, it stirs. The scorched earth cries out in vain. A war and power, you blind and blur. The torn heart cries out in pain. But music and singing have been my refuge, and music and singing shall be my light. A light of song, shining strong, alleluia, alleluia. Through darkness, pain, and strife, I'll sing, be, live, see, peace. Peace. Enjoy Earth Song.
nights I wish that my lips could build a castle. Some nights I wish they just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see your cross. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. Oh, what do I stand for? What do I stand for?
Most nights I don't know anymore. This is it, boys, this is war. What are we waiting for? Why don't we break the rules already? I was never one to believe the hype. Sit up for the black and white, tried twice as hard and I'm half as light, but here they come again to jack my style.
That's alright. I found a martyr in my bed tonight. She says my bones are wondering just who I am. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Some nights I wish that this all would end, 'cause I could use some friends for a change. And some nights I'm scared you'll forget me again. Some nights I always win, but I still wake up, I still see your ghost. Oh Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. Oh, what do I stand for? What do I stand for?
Most nights I don't know.
So come on.
I sold my soul for this. I washed my hands of that for this. I miss my mom and dad for this.
The other night you wouldn't believe the dream I just had about you and me. Called you up and we both agree. It's one of us who didn't listen. It's one of us we get our distance. Whoa.
Our final piece. Check. Oh, sweet. Final piece before we begin, our final piece, a couple acknowledgements and announcements I have. I do want to thank, I didn't get it in the program, my bad, but he is amazing wonders back there, sound and light man, Mr. Will Furman, so thank you, Will, back there, our techie guru. I want to thank Mr. Kurt Wismer. He provides the camera, so Oral TV is able to record this performance for those that aren't able to make it this evening, so that's there. I want to thank the program formatter, Mr. Doug Forsyth. He's also a business part of the business department as a colleague of mine. I want to thank the North Fond du Lac music parents and with Oral Nation as far as getting all the stuff ready, not only for tonight, but for the upcoming musical. The work and all the hard work behind the scenes, so many hours, and all the work that Tammy, that Dawn, and the Robin, all the music parents do. Lisa, it's endless, so that they need to be recognized for their achievements with that. Going with the Tech Week, there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes to help feed all the students, so thank you to those individuals. Again, tickets will be available after the concert conclusion of one more song here. I want to thank our fabulous accompanist. She's going to be back playing our last piece here. She's going to rock out to Let Me Ride, so thank you, Mrs. Sandy Dvorak. I'd like to acknowledge her at this time, please. And then moving forward, the end of the week, every end of October each year, the Wisconsin State Music Association has their music convention in Madison. I've been very fortunate the past few years to have students involved in the honors choir. We're very fortunate to have yet another student involved in that honors choir this year. That student is Ben Franklin, so I'd like to recognize Ben Franklin. Out of about 1,600 to 1,800 auditions that happen each year, they select the top, the top 50 spots for men and the top 150 spots for females. And they're selected, not only are those people selected, then there's a few alternates that are selected. We were also fortunate enough this year to have an alternate selected, which is very tough to do, especially on soprano. And that was, at the time when she auditioned, sophomore Jenna Catania. So I want to recognize Jenna for being selected too. Hopefully another year of experience and more people that graduate, she can get in. But I do encourage as many people to audition for that as possible. It's a fabulous organization, WSMA Honors Choir, singing with the top musicians around the whole state. So we're awesome that we're being represented not only from Ben and Jenna, but from years past as well. So thank you to those people and congratulations to them. Finally, on your way out after the performance this evening, there will be a free will offering. I like to always make sure that our concerts are free of admission. Those that are able and willing, even if it's loose change in your pockets, we can take anything and all donations to help offset the rising costs of piano tuning, of choir robe, dry cleaning, of rising costs of music, and WSMA dues and fees. You know the whole gist of that. So those that are able, we welcome that. So I think Will will have a basket there on your exit. But thank you all so much for being here. You guys in attendance enough. That's a great donation of your time and your effort. And the students behind me have worked so hard the past 2 months to bring to you a little taste of what is yet to come for the rest of the school year. So I'm excited and I hope they are too. We will finish. I think they might like this one. I don't know. It might be a fun spiritual to end with. Let Me Ride, Swing Down Chariot. Thanks again for coming tonight.
Thanks so much again. Have a great night. Drive safe, however we may be driving to. Yes, I saw your your boyfriend. Why don't you?